Hello, my friends. Today we are here to mourn the loss of a good friend, and that is Battle Aces, the game that was cancelled before it even had the chance to come out. Fortunately, the StarCraft custom scene is always made of absolute legends, and this is BLITZFORGE, which is an arcade game that was made by Rhyme to be the spiritual successor to Battle Aces. So today, in order to give this game a test, I have with me 7th Ace. Hello, Ace.
Hi, Grant.
Okay, yeah, hello.
I'm not asking you. It wasn't time for small talk.
No time for small talk. we got Battle Aces to play, or BLITZFORGE to play. So today what we're going to be doing is we both have basically no experience with this, but a lot of Battle Aces experience. So what we did was we just grabbed 3 decks that we built using our knowledge of the previous game. And what we're going to do is play a best of 5 where every time that one of these decks wins, it is eliminated. The player who wins is not allowed to play that deck anymore, so that we can get a full spectrum view of the entire game. The only other rule is that there's no unit repeats between the decks. So before we begin, basics on Battle Aces is these 2 units are your core units. You start with them. You use your thing to take more bases that automatically build. Units build instantly. You can tech up either into Foundry, which are these 2 units, or Starforge, which are these 2 units. And then a BLITZFORGE exclusive is that Tier 3, no matter which path you take, always has these 2 units. So we both have a bunch of different strategies, and we're going to be trying them out against each other and trying to vocalize A, what we're doing, and B, what our strategies are. So it's not like the most competitive thing, really just a look at this new thing, and we're going to be learning as we go. So Ace, are you ready to rumble?
I'm ready to rumble.
All right. I have picked a deck.
Ready.
And this game, it's very similar in many ways to Battle Aces, but then stuff like unit costs are very different. For example, in Battle Aces, every Tier 1 unit was either $50, $100, or $200 a piece, and they cost no gas unless they were anti-air. But this just isn't the same anymore. That's just not how this game goes. So, oh, you're taking that 3rd base very, very quickly.
I've got the equivalent of the recall, the Mobius Spectre. And so that's going to let me push up and defend this base a little bit easier.
Well, I have these siege tank units that are very, very expensive Tier 1 guys that do a lot of damage in one shot. And there's no equivalent in Battle Aces to this, so we're going to see how good these actually are. They do insane damage per shot, but they stun themselves when they fire, and they're really expensive. Ugh. I feel like that was not a great trade for me. So there is this mid mechanic where a resource cache is built up over time. What are you going for? Robotics. Yeah, I think I'll counter with my own robotics. So in BLITZFORGE and Battle Aces, you have the ability to see what your opponents are doing at any point in time, technologically and economically. So that is an important piece of the puzzle, is making sure you understand and are properly dealing with it. Ooh, gotta be careful. I have to be careful because my composition doesn't have any anti-air on Tier 1. So if Ace ever goes for air, I have to counter it properly, otherwise things get really bad really fast. We're in a bit of a stalemate at this point though, where Ace has a very slow army but very powerful, and I have to not die. But what we can do is a little bit of that. Oh no, these guys stun themselves when they attack, I forgot.
A little awkward.
A little bit awkward. Okay, that forces... Oh, not the recall I thought it was going to be.
Oh. Didn't hear workers! Workers!
Yeah, there aren't the audio effects of normal. So my intent there was to pull Ace back by forcing an attack. Oh, I may have overextended right here.
That's not the button I wanted. Oh, no.
Oh, I cannot be losing these Annihilators. They're very expensive. Oh, goodness. I'm losing these Annihilators, and they're very expensive.
as awkward.
Their range is a lot shorter than I thought it would be. This is definitely a thing where we gotta have the learning curve on how various units interact with each other.
Why are High Templars so fast?
The High is talking about their speed. Okay. We're gonna go for some Tesla orbs and see how good they are. I know you're a big Tesla orb aficionado.
Of course. Yes, that's... Big Tesla orb fan.
Those are air units, and
They sure are air units.
However, I do a lot of damage to buildings.
You sure do. Wow. Wow.
Oh my goodness, but my research has completed, so... Now it's time for some anti-air. But not before I lose all of my text units over here.
Locusts!
Darn right.
I sure hope I have something that shoots up.
I sure hope you don't.
I don't! They shoot up! Oh,
wait, your basic unit shoots up?
My basic unit shoots up. Never
Why?
mind. I'm totally fine. I'm
just
totally
as planned. I cannot believe that you planned that so well.
I think did the info screen lie to me, or is my brain lying to me? One of those is true.
Get them, Locust. Get them. They're cheap. They're swarmy. That's all I need.
They're cheap and swarmy.
Oh. This has been a pretty back and forth game.
Yeah, we're...
Oh,
I have deployed
hello.
caterpillars.
Hopefully they don't become butterfleavers.
Oh, I wish they did. They'd be the greatest. A unit that will never be replicated in its amazing power. You're in a little bit of a spot here. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, the fact that these basic units shoot air is completely unprecedented in human history, and I am not.
Reavers do too.
What?
Oh,
Reavers shoot air?
Well, I guess it's time to push, considering I think we're in great shape.
I'm learning a lot of bad things about life right now. I don't like this one bit, Jimmy. Oh, my air can still fight, though. I target those down. I don't know how this fight is going.
The answer I don't think is well for you.
I don't know how this fight is going to go in my favor. Oh my. I've learned a lot.
Yeah, I think we both have. I was surprised by the units I picked.
Yeah,
that might say something about a level of familiarity.
So these guys, apparently, they shoot towards themselves. So you have to target things in the back with them, the Colossus, which is...
That's a crazy micro unit.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I was not using it correctly because I didn't identify that fact until probably what we would consider too late. Yeah, I think that's a GG. Well done. GG. That is...
I will...
I don't think
push in.
I mean, good luck killing the core. It's got 1 billion HP. Sorry, the BLITZFORGE.
Of course, of course.
This is
copyright.
This is John BLITZFORGE himself.
Apparently, these Banshees have like a square AOE, which is crazy.
I mean, like Shockwave is a it's a rectangle. All right, we're gonna make game number 2, and now Ace's winning deck is eliminated, and I'm gonna see if I can make a comeback. I'll pause. Okay, game number 2, and of course, I can play any of these decks. It does not matter. Ace, however, is down to 2 decks. Wait, your Reaver was hitting air? It does say can only attack ground.
That's why I was so surprised.
Interesting.
Maybe it wasn't, but I feel like I moused over and it said can attack air. Maybe I'd miss though.
Well, I have a deck that I am willing to give a shot, and I'm
All right.
interested to see how you counter it. It may be a bit familiar.
Oh my goodness, it's Spectre Queen.
Spectre Queen Reaver.
That was... So I modeled that previous deck after Mortar Destroyer, where the Reaver's the Mortar and the Annihilator, which I didn't get to build too much of, is kind of the Destroyer, which has been the most prevalent Battle Aces deck.
I would say that it wasn't that good in the last beta, honestly. Comparatively to before. It was the big beta 2 deck.
This, however, was described as a knight. The Roach was described as a knight. And so I'm going the equivalent of Knight Wasp, which was an aggressive style deck.
Yeah, hopefully I can not lose to this. That's a lot of damage. Oh, wow, recall is really long. Oh, I didn't...
Yeah, it's got a really long cooldown.
I did not recognize that fact. It is significantly longer than in the base game. That was... I tried to evac thinking that I would be safe based on my Battle Aces knowledge, but it's a completely different unit, basically. So that was a very dedicated 2-base push.
Correct. We are still on even bases. It is going to give me control of the resource cache in the middle, though. So I'm going to pick up...
That is true.
134, 134 from that.
Yeah, the wrong team has taken the resource depot.
And that means I can work on attack. I think there are only like 3 core units that cost no
gas.
No gas, so that's why I'm pairing these. Get 'em, Zergles.
Pull back to the ramparts.
But now knowing the long cooldown, because I had to deal with it as well, I can swing over here.
Having a Wasp equivalent there is insane.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so that's not how recall works in... It keeps them in a blob in Battle Aces, and that is not what happened here. Oh my goodness. I'm a little bit terrified.
Yeah, these knight equivalents are doing heavy work, and then I just get to pull back every time afterwards.
Yeah.
Just keep my expensive gas units around. And then I'm only having to replenish my Zergling count. Which is how a comp like this worked.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I definitely... My lack of recognizing what was going on was a big problem. These are Falcons, though.
They are. They're very, very solid units. To things that aren't air.
Well, hopefully... I can run you out. Dude, these Zerglings just don't die.
Zerglings are...
They're truly the unit. Well, I have what is legally considered a timing maybe for 12 seconds or so.
Yeah, legally. However, Zerglings likely lose their effectiveness over time, so I have a tier 3 replacement for the Zergling. That's the big boy Odin over here.
Yeah, that's really bad. Oh, I built queens. That's not going to help.
Those Falcons do not die. Excuse me? Wow. Very slow-moving force.
Yeah, I definitely have made some mistakes. Playing off of the way that I'm used to Battle Aces playing, like, usually you can very safely TP a big group of recalls in on top of that because they stay in a group. But that's not how it works here.
Oh, wow. These Spectres are...
Yeah, when they're not fighting Zerglings,
seem to be
pretty
quite
happy.
effective against Odins. I've been underwhelmed by the Odin.
Well, that's good to know. I'm not going to make any. Because I just teched into them.
Oh, good, good, good. I like that we have the exact same tier 3.
Yeah, of course. Is the comeback happening?
Is it? Comeback could be real. Good,
oh my goodness,
that's
such a long cooldown. It wasn't ready.
That was something.
Now it's 3 base to 3 base again.
How dare you break that parity?
I hate pairs. I am more than willing to trade my 4th base for your 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah. I was willing to make that trade. Huh. Oh?
Oh my god, my natural 2.
Your natural 2?
And the recall. Oh! Wow!
It's the power of the recall.
It's the power of the recall. I don't recall them being so good.
I do. You didn't play much
too.
of Beta 3.
They're amazing.
They were the juice all Beta 3. They were insane. Oh my
They were
goodness.
so good.
Okay, let's Huh. So Ace is in an all-in position at this point.
I am. I am all in with
I have a feeling the answer is with a Tempest.
With a Tempest.
Wow, that does a lot of damage.
That's pretty good. It's extremely maneuverable. It feels super good to use.
Nice.
I don't know if it's worth its cost, but it does feel good.
Let's see. How do we... Well, your ground army is gone, so...
This...
Once you see that split, what a legend.
Huge split. Oh, you have a
Knock,
Tempest
knock.
as well.
Who's there?
That's terrible. That's so bad, Grant. Grant, don't do this to me. I wanted to build the fun unit. And
You did build a fun unit.
Oh, no.
As soon as I heard you, like, waiting on your speech, I was like...
Well, that...
I didn't expect them to
so I'm
one-shot
supposed to
you.
target down a base with that. That thing one-shots bases, I bet.
Does it? Because it does area damage, too. I don't know. I
mean,
think
it
it might
hit
just be really vulnerable. Or really low durability.
It hit for 3,000 damage, minimum.
Oh, what does base have? Base... I can't click on my bases. I think it's a money game at this point, though.
Well, you got me, because I went for a Tempest, and that was quite the decision.
It's true. Going for Tempest is way better, and that's what worked for me.
That was the most anticlimactic Tempest fight ever.
the astonishingly close game again. These have been 2 really good games. Okay, we're going to set up game number 3. Okay, it is game number 3, and now we're at the point where both Ace and I have our teleporting Mobius deck banned, or neither of us can use it.
Yeah, unit pretty good.
Let's see.
I went ahead and hit the ready button because I
well,
think
that's
you can figure it out in 20 seconds.
Maybe. I'm gonna select this deck. I'm a little bit afraid that I know what's coming.
There's nothing to be afraid of, Grant. I promise.
Oh, okay.
The resource depot is an interesting mechanic. I'm not entirely sure where I feel on it because it is once per game and it shows up so early, but it can be a big late game swing, but also it's relatively easy to capture.
It feels like from a game theory perspective, you always want to get it fairly early.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel.
All right, so we're both very similar in composition. But I should be able to just stay away from you. Your knights.
It's rude.
Oh wow, these do not do as much damage.
These roaches feel so good for their cost.
Yeah, they, I thought that
They're
I was going to be
insane.
able to blast them with single volleys, and the answer was absolutely not. Well, this is... wow.
These roaches are absolutely insane.
Stalker might just be a unit in this that I need to get an absolute ton of to make work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they'd be much, much, much better at targeting those down when they were vulnerable. But the answer is no, I misjudged.
Maybe you're getting enough, though.
Still a Protoss player.
Holy smokes. Blink, buddy.
It's a good day to die.
There's some splash units.
Oh, these don't fly!
They sure don't.
Thought they were Corsairs! Well,
Silly Grant.
I just lost 2 of them because I thought the Corsair was a flying unit. Okay, go get them, Crusaders.
Hey, I also have those.
Yeah, but whose Crusaders are better? I think the answer's probably yours.
They're crusading all right. I wonder how this unit is. I don't know if... What's the range on this? 3.56. Brilliant. They do stand in the back, though. So we'll try them out.
Who?
These guys. They're Archons.
Oh, yeah. Well, I am... definitely in a rough spot. I'll be kind of happy, though, if your Knight deck wins, because
Yeah.
they seem real tough to deal with.
They are not easy to deal with, definitely.
Good harass.
Yeah, that's... Wasps! Oh.
Let's see. Is there a path to victory? Not over there, and not over here. Okay, flank your flank with my flank. And your
Yeah.
flank has been outflanked, and then... Ah. You did the right thing. How dare you?
I know, that's ridiculous. These Archons... Oh my god, my Archons have Blink!
What?
Well, yeah.
You
they
got
have Blink.
Blarkons.
God, that's... That's quite good. They're still incredibly short range, but apparently they're sturdy and good at poking. Whatever.
Okay.
It's also very difficult to determine how these Crusaders are going because they have no team color.
Yeah, it is. The fights are very, very weird in that way.
It is a good day to die.
I feel like we've been trading moderately decently, except for the fact that I've been down a base most of the time, which is not ideal.
I feel like that is the exact situation you're in. Those Corsairs are doing good work.
Yeah, I am. Once I learned that they're not flying, I was sad, and then I learned that they are murdering, and that's not as
That's
sad.
quite good.
Yeah.
You can have that.
They definitely need babysitting, though. I think I just don't have the economy to live, though.
Yeah, I think I can get the defenders just rallying enough units inefficiently. Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, you gotta have a lot of gas at this point, though, right?
It's not bad, but your units are crazy.
Yeah, it is a lot of stacked splash units.
You don't shoot up, right? Oh my god, you shoot up.
I shoot up. Come on, we can do this.
No way.
Yes, way?
Grant?
Yeah?
No!
Yeah?
No way! Nah, not a chance.
Honor through valor. Let us attack.
Thing is, you still have so much income.
The battle begins.
But,
Holy smokes.
holy smokes indeed.
8K Battle Aces player, by the way. That's the difference. Grant goated. That's what the G stands for in Grant. Or Giant Grant Games.
That's what the
I don't have any money, you've got it.
Yeah, I killed all the workers. No way.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
Insane.
Yeah, I was trying to like tech into something else that would break the kind of siege tie we were in, but I don't feel like. Oh man!
Wow, that was
crazy.
It could not have been a closer game. I mean, it was on the brink, and then it was on the brink, and then it just worked. I think that if you had gone for Odin's, you actually would have won, because
Yeah, you're probably right, actually.
Yeah, I think that the teching to the other tier 2 was probably the whiff. Just throwing a bunch of Odins in front of the Corsairs would have annihilated me. That was so
I was
close.
just so underwhelmed by them.
Yeah, but that's
lovely.
when a bunch of power range units are targeting them. Bunch of low damage splash. Nah, not a chance. You would have wrecked.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna prepare the next game. I don't 4. Yeah, 4.
Game 4.
Okay, I am at a point where I only have a single deck remaining. Which one is it? This one? Yeah, it's this one. Oh. Well, at least I know how the Colossus works this time.
Hey, that's important.
Okay, so the
right.
Tesla Orb attack for twice behind the target, but the Tesla Spire, you have to hit the target in the back and it comes towards it, which is, that's what confused me, is these two units are the opposite of each other, but both called Tesla.
Nickel is causing problems.
Yeah. Maybe I'll
All right.
use the other attack. It's less confusing. You ready to roll?
I'm ready when you are.
Okay. This is match point for me.
Ready. Go.
I'm concerned. Scared. It's the... I don't want to
I'm
fight.
going with it again.
I don't want to fight it again. Oh my goodness. This is... We're on a very similar strategy this time, though, because I am on the siege tanks. And you are on the, You're on the Roach.
Yeah, it's... the early game dynamics are going to be, am I able to push down tanks, or are they going to start blasting these roaches?
Yeah, if the tanks can target the roaches, I'll be in business.
What's that? Go ahead. Lay it on me.
Oh wow, they do not like one shot. I kind of thought they would.
No, roaches have 3,800 health. These boys are huge.
Okay. Wow, that was a colossal failure.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think the roach just seems well statted for the cost.
Yeah, it's definitely good.
It is the Boulder Fist Ogre of its time.
And all I had was a Chillwind Yeti.
All you had, that thing's the best 4-drop in the game, right?
Oh, man. Wow. This was brutal.
Yeah, the tanks just do not have a whole lot to deal with the roaches.
No, I thought they'd be better. Yeah, it's funny. I thought that when I was building this deck, you know, just from descriptions alone, that I was basically replicating my style in Battle Aces. Then, hilariously, you're replicating my style in Battle Aces, and I'm not. Because I think I was the highest ranked person that plays the double anti-air, or double no anti-air tier 1 strat. I'm a huge proponent of it, and it works. It's good.
Boss, your best shot. What's that? What's our target? Need something blown up?
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
What's that?
The tier 3 costing $800 is not what I mentally factor in. And that,
exactly.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I could get tier 3 out of this and then defend against the... No, I cannot. I physically cannot defend it. It is not $400 like it is in Battle Aces. Oh,
Yep.
wow.
And the first one's 300 gas only.
Yeah.
Which is...
We embrace the glory of battle.
Yeah, so we have to do as much damage as we can while you don't have anti-air. And I can't reinforce my natural because I'm maxed.
Oh. Well, that gives me a hint of how far behind I am. My supply starts with a 3.
Oh.
Yeah, but I killed your mineral line, so...
You did. I can't actually stop you from killing that base, because...
That's hilarious.
Okay. I guess I could try and get there in time. I'll just rebuild it. It's a lot of mutt-mutts.
Yeah, there's a lot of mutt-mutts.
There are a lot of locusts.
Oh, it's not as many locusts as you think. I thought you were just gloating.
No.
About your Mutalisk count. I was like, yeah, I know, it's very strong.
We stand. My meditation. Command me.
Yeah, you have more mutas than I have locusts. That's not good.
Not ideal, yeah.
Alright, good game. That, that early pressure did not work at all. Thank goodness, finally, the roach is eliminated. I'm actually perfectly fine with this result, just to get it out of there. Alright, game number 5. This is match point for both of us, and I am on this deck for the 3rd time because I can't use these two. And do I know what your deck is? Have I played it? No, I don't think so.
Technically no.
Okay, well. It is...
Let's do it.
Let's, see how this one goes.
It's the Gunbot deck.
You wouldn't bought a
Or what
gun.
I would call the Gunbot. Alright.
Oh, we're both going eco for the final game.
Yep. We're both starting to converge on a build order.
That build order is, I don't know how to do early aggression, and... Or I usually do, I think that, I think the siege tank is not it. It's just not a great unit.
Yeah.
It's too expensive. Statistically, it's very good, but the opportunity cost is super high. I didn't even notice you were on the depot because they didn't have, like, an alert.
Yeah, so theoretically you can do a build that gets you on the depot faster so you can tech up quicker. with like even just 50 or 100 gas.
Right, that makes
difference.
sense. I just was not even considering that you'd take
Yep.
it so early.
Your zealots doing the zealot things.
That's what zealots do.
That's a lot of zealots.
A little bit less. Some are coming over here.
Good harassment.
Yeah, gotta do what we gotta
You are
do.
bleeding a good number of zealots from this, so it might leave you vulnerable.
Nope, I got zealots.
Oh. Wow. I heard this unit is, by description, good at... Oh, it doesn't say.
Who knows what's good
Good
at?
at busting front lines and surprise attacks. Surprise!
Oh, going king crab.
It is the king crab equivalent.
I'm going
Oh.
shockers.
That is...
Yes. Surprise.
Well, that is really bad for me. That is...
That's why it's called Battle Aces, because it's bad. Or BLITZFORGE, because it's Blitz.
Thank you, Grant.
No problem.
Oh, that's... fourth base. Oh, this is... I have 2 of them, though, Grant.
You got 3.
I am so cooked. Oh,
Yeah,
let's see. That...
wasn't
the
in the mood to
Ultralisk
die
stuff.
this one.
No, you sure were not. Oh my... The sentry harass.
Darn right.
Oh. Oh my goodness. Grant's like, I'm not losing on my own archives channel.
No way, buddy!
Wow, that was the least close game. Those Ultralisks melted so fast.
I mean, shockers are shockers. It's what they do.
They shocked me. Swiftly. in
No,
some
Swift
cases.
shockers were the Corsairs.
Ah. Well, if you want to take me out, you'll have to get my core. All 50,000 health of it.
I'll do my best.
I don't think it's going to take much more than that. Your best has been quite good.
Yeah, this definitely was
Well,
a much stronger game. Partially because of no freaking roaches, man. The roaches are ridiculous.
roaches are so good.
Oh.
They have more health than the Ultralisk.
What?
Yeah, they have 3,800 health. The Ultralisk has 35.
That's insane. And they're a range damage dealer?
And their range damage dealers that cost 75.50.
Love it.
That's amazing. Well played, Grant.
Well played. Well, my friends, that was our little look at BLITZFORGE. These games were actually really solid overall, I think. A couple of them were one-sided. I think the one where I tried attack early, very one-sided for you. And then this one was one-sided for me, but besides that, the games were really good.
Yeah, no, those were excellent. Well done. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on for this, and I hope
Yeah, no
you
problem.
guys enjoyed it. I will see you tomorrow, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.